I'm getting started in the live stream early today. Instagram's up and YouTube is now up. What's up, YouTubers? Ryan Sanders with Project Fresh here. How we doing? I hope you had a blessed and excellent Thanksgiving. Those on Insta heard my wife walk in and say something to me. She totally didn't know I was going to do this right now, and I didn't even say anything. So, my bad. But it's all good. I'll be done. Instagram, yeah. I'll be done soon. Um, what was I gonna say? So yeah, there's that. But anyway, I hope you guys had a excellent and blessed Thanksgiving. I hope you guys had a really nice day and time and are enjoying time with family. I said I'd be here on Friday, and so I'm gonna hold to that. What I will say though, all right, thankfully no one was on during the live stream, so that's only recorded. Number two, my mic, I managed to turn it off before I sneezed, which is sweet. I wonder how professional vloggers do this. Like, do they pre-record everything? Like, there's got to be people that do it live every day and have to sneeze. Like, perfection can only last for so long. Uh, anyway, perfection doesn't occur at all, in case anyone didn't know, but I'm being slightly facetious here. Yeah, anyway, hope you guys had a blessed Thanksgiving. Hope you had a chance to spend some time with family. I'm assuming everybody was focusing on being with their bubble, so to speak, their immediate family or spouse or whomever. But hope you guys had a blessed Thanksgiving, and wanted to reach out and wish you guys that. Hope you're enjoying the rest of your week, moving into the weekend. It is Friday. It does not feel like it feels like something else. But that's it as far as Thanksgiving. What I wanted to get into really quickly before I jump off is the idea of pushing through, and it's great in theory. It's hyped a lot because there are those that do hype it up. There are those, I'd say, the more serious individuals that not only speak about it seriously and give energy to it, but actually live by it. And the application of pushing through, I think, is necessary. To push through all the time is detrimental, and I'll speak to that because I have pushed through a whole lot, and on the back end of those seasons of pushing through, I come out basically dead and somewhat useless. I wouldn't say useless, but my brain can be really feel like it's toast, and that's kind of how it's feeling today. Hence why I'm doing the live stream a whole hour and some change earlier, because I've stopped my work. I work today actually, believe it or not. I had a couple clients today, and I think I should have had at least one more and a class this morning too. So I've done some business today instead of take the day off. My wife and I did get some Black Friday shopping in today, which was cool. So we were able to get out and check some things out, and some of the stuff we're looking for. And one particular store, Walmart, nobody even touched. It was crazy. It was just like it was a whole Black Friday set build out. It wasn't even in. It was just its own little island, just sitting there waiting for us to come by and pick it up at a great price. Thank you, Walmart. Appreciate it. Anyway, what's up? What's up? A beer cat. How we doing? Long story short, though, what I wanted to say is, if you push through just to say that you're going to push through or that you can push through, that can be very detrimental, especially if you compound a multitude of days, especially if it's not sustainable in the context of your lifestyle, meaning you don't have a lifestyle to support it. Your habits are poor, sleep, nutrition, everything else. Exercise is poor. If you don't have a schedule or a routine or something that's going to support you pushing through on a regular basis, meaning constantly working beyond your capacity, which we all have a capacity, right? There is a point in time where physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, we tap out. And somewhere along the range of capacity is going to, maybe you're shorter to tap out in some areas, longer to tap out in others. But ultimately, we all have a capacity. My dad's words go through my head on a regular basis when I think about this. A man must know his limitations. I think I would take it a step further and say, for myself, speaking for myself specifically, a man must know his limitations and respect them because chronic stress, chronic poor sleep, chronic, you know, staring at a screen longer than you should, or longer than beyond, let me put it this way, staring at a screen beyond the point of your head hurting, your eyes just tired of artificial light, and you can feel it. There is a reason why you should hit the pause button. I try not to use the word should, but if you have ever experienced a stress headache or a migraine, that might be enough motivation for you to realize that there is a time when it would be best to turn everything off and take a break. And it's a process, but each and every one of us can get good at finding out what our capacity is and honoring it versus continually pushing through it, because you will have those things happen. Digestive problems on the, I won't go that far. Spending more time in the bathroom than you desire, let's put it that way. Having a hard time in the bathroom when that process can be very, what's an appropriate word? It can be very fluid. I'll leave it at that. Headaches, any kind of pains in the head, eye aches, blood pressure challenges, heart related issues, uh, random and unexpected inflammation or pain in the body. There's a lot of things that can manifest physiologically, and that if you continue to live in a way where you push through, push through, push through, push through, it will manifest itself. There's a book. No, that's actually unrelated. Never mind. I'll back off from that. Just kidding. But your body will physiologically manifest your continued push through. In fact, I can tell you that the reason why I decided to speak about it today is because for whatever reason, something along this week, and maybe it's because I've seen a number of new clients come in this week. So I've got two clients that I've been working with closely, on top of all my other clients, of course. These are more relatively new clients. Two that are now halfway through a program, they're new programming, plus another maybe 4 or 5 new clients this week that I've seen come in from Black Friday. We had a pretty nice Black Friday special, very generous Black Friday special. So we've had a number of new clients come in, I think even more than what I just said, but ultimately, new people coming in, spending time, dedicated energy, effort, focus on each and every one of them, making sure to address all their needs. And for the most part, uh, I think that in combination with everything else that I do generally throughout the day, I am somewhere in one of those areas experiencing my threshold, if not beyond. Now, I'm the type, I'm literally speaking from experience here. I'm the type that will see a threshold and I'll push past it for weeks on end, 2, 4, 5 weeks, to a point where I crash. And that crash can be tough and it can take a couple weeks to come out of it. So I'm speaking on the side of having done that in the past enough to where I have uh, not honored my limitations, and as a result of not honoring my limitations, push myself to a point where now I become ineffective, or I become frustrated, or my emotions get the better of me when if I was maintaining a better balanced and more thoughtful lifestyle, my emotions wouldn't have the same. I may still feel those things, but my emotions may not have the same kind of, let's see, weight that they would if I was maintaining a more balanced, more firm foundation. Now, a couple different ways you can do that. Morning ritual for myself, I can see the difference between when I am waking up and getting my prayer time in, getting my devotion in, getting my exercise in, those things. That consistently helps for a better day. Getting walks in, I've realized that's another area that I'm really trying my best. I'm a cave dweller. I stay in my work cave way too often. Um, having those things, that morning ritual, or just even a workout in general is very beneficial. Breaks, tendency for me is to push beyond an hour of work. Typically 50 minutes to 60 minutes is the recommended time to get away from the screen, get up and relax yourself. And for me, for whatever reason, my current area in performance is my work. My performance relationship is my job right now. And it's very easy to get into the emotional feeling side of I'm not performing with work. It's so easy to do for me. And so that's the area where I've got to allow myself to peel off, go out and get that outside, go out and get that fresh air, go out and get that moment away, think about something else or not think about anything at all, peel away and relax. Okay. That's just an example. I'm just giving you guys what's been a consistent and constant challenge for me. Again, my goal isn't to be necessarily one that's always ahead of you in the context of lifestyle as far as being a coach. My goal is to make myself an example in lifestyle, but then also not always make myself an example per se, but create a story, create a dialogue where we collectively can come to an understanding of, all right, there's something I need to address that I'm not aware of, or maybe I'm starting to grow in awareness of this particular thing, which in essence has a impact in my life somewhere. Okay, and then start to cultivate a lifestyle that'll help you make the shift. Maybe it's a mental transformation. A lot of times, most of the time, it is a mental transformation, a thought process, a habit, some kind of pattern that you have in your life. A lot of times, it's some kind of mental shift. So awareness is the first thing. Then deciding to do something is the next step. Committing to the process, bringing in accountability to it, and then ultimately, last, having the opportunity to experience the change because you've done it enough over a number of days. You've compounded days, weeks, and maybe even months, or even years, depending on what it is you're working on. So much that now you've got so much momentum working in your favor that now it's smooth. It's smoother, maybe not perfect. You're rolling without any challenges, but you have cultivated a new habit, a new lifestyle pattern that is really bringing up, really bringing some serious punch, some power behind the punch, if you will, and you're able to utilize that momentum to your advantage and to great advantage at that. That being the case, this also very well could be just a slump because I didn't have any sweets for Christmas or for Thanksgiving. Maybe I'm just off on my annual uh, calendar. This is totally bogus, by the way. This doesn't exist. I'm just being dumb at this point. But for whatever reason, my wife and I, we did not do any desserts yesterday for Thanksgiving. What desserts did you guys have? Is there a one dessert item that you guys absolutely love that you cannot live without for Thanksgiving? Drop it in the chat. I'm curious. Mine usually is pecan pie, but apparently I can live with that. I can live without it because I'm talking to you guys the day after. So maybe there isn't a dessert that I can't live without. Um, but below that level would be highly desirable. Always like to have. If you can't live without it, you better make sure you always have it. But as far as the one that you really like, what would that be? But yeah, I just wanted to get into that today because I did find that I'm hitting a threshold. I'm not sure. It's probably mental capacity, just thoughts and processes. The middle of the week was actually quite mentally heavy duty for me, going into a lot of thought, a lot of what I say, reflection on business, on self in the middle of the week leading into the holiday. It felt like eons ago, but that was Wednesday. It was really heavy duty that day. So it's been relatively a longer week, and that's why I decided to do this earlier. Decided to talk on this topic because it was so relevant right now. It is so easy to try to push through. But when you try to push through, you got to be aware that it can have its impact. And so it's very good to be aware of that impact and then decide if you're going to go ahead and do that or if you're going to go ahead and reduce, which in this case, I'm literally done after I hit pause here or end stream here. So I can allow whatever energy and focus and thought I have left to give to my wife because her day was off today. She had no work today. as well as yesterday. So I want to afford that to her so that there is no more me working as well. So anyway, and she was just there. She's like, "Oh, he's not working anymore. I better go ahead and jump off of here and get on back to the apartment so that I can go spend some time with him." So anyway, that is the live stream for today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend and enjoy. And we'll see you next week, refreshed, ready to go for a new week. All right. Take care, guys. Have a great one. Later.